Alright guys, so we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to be looking at a tier list created by Prism Azure over on the Dokkan subreddit. Now I always like doing videos going over these sort of things. Now this is a tier list for all of the DOKKANFEST exclusive cards in the game. So there are a ton of units for us to cover, so let's get into this real quick. Now, I like what we're doing with this, with kind of like the Z tier at the top, then like triple S, double S. I guess there doesn't need to be maybe quite so many tiers, but like it's fine. It works. But the thing I think I most have to talk about is this Z tier. So we're going to start with the Z tier, and then we're going to move down to C tier and work our way up. So right out the gate, LR Vegito, probably... I mean, he's probably the second best unit in the game behind LR Goku and Frieza. LR Gogeta is like sort of tied for second or in third. I think one thing that LR Vegito has over LR Gogeta is the fact that LR Vegito is on 2 categories, whereas LR Gogeta is only on the 1, right? Like, that's kind of a big difference. Like, you're able to use LR Vegito on 1 more extra team. But here's the thing. Tech Vegito Blue, no fucking way can I consider him a Z tier unit. I do not care how much damage Tech Vegito puts out, because it just doesn't always work out that way. Realm of God's team, he is... he's insane. He's going to be shooting that damage out left and right. Patara team, he can, but again, you're going to have to bring in a couple of int units using LR Vegito's leader skill. Even then, the team does not work as great as I would like. Tech Vegito Blue is very strong, but he doesn't have a lot of defense. If he gets tagged before he's able to super a couple of times, where he raises defense, he really can take monstrous damage. And then the Future Saga team, again, a lot of these teams, you don't have enough over and flash units, so he's not able to get enough ki. It hurts other units around him. I can't put a unit with so many faults in the Z tier. I don't care how much damage he does. He's not he's not all that he's cracked out to be. Again, I think very simply, if they like swapped Warrior Gods or Kamehameha and gave him Prepared for Battle instead, I think that dramatically makes him better. Not necessarily for him, but again, he's hurting units around him. If he had Prepared for Battle, this guy would be disgusting. Also, I do want to point out that he is an RNG machine. My Vegito Blue is rainbowed. More often than not, I swear, he supers once, does 1 normal attack, and that's it. I don't see the 4 supers in a row. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of Tech Vegito Blue. I'm not the biggest fan of Physical Vegito Blue either, for the same reason. For me, they don't work out the way that they do for everyone else, where y'all use them and, super, and then, 100 counters for Physical Vegito Blue. Never works out that way for me. So he's got to go down. But I do think he probably is deserving of being in SSS tier, just based upon how much damage he can put out on the Realm of God's team. Again, I had at one time where Vegito Blue, his attack stat was like 2 million after 2 super attacks. Like, he is insane. There's no doubt about that. Alright, so now we'll move down to the bottom. Tech Beerus, like right here in the very bottom tier, no way. First off, Goku Black, I would swap with all of these fuckers down here. I mean, Physical Kid Buu, as of right now, he's not great. I'm actually going to do a rainbow showcase for him probably today, actually. Because I want to see like how he's able to perform on a team now, and then we'll see what he's able to perform like after his EZA, which really should be coming in maybe a week's time, 2 weeks' time. I don't think it'll be very far away for Physical Kid Buu. Not really much point in talking about him too much right now. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku probably does deserve to be down here. I mean, he just is not on the same level as other units. In Janemba, again, he has flat passive numbers. The only thing is, like, you can use him on, like, the movie boss category team, and he's going to be incredibly effective. So I can't have him in the C tier. I would like move Int Janemba up. Like, it's very weird. Like, there's this list. I actually would move a lot of units kind of all over the place. Physical Goku Black is one of the more irrelevant units, I want to say, on this list. Just in terms of the categories he's on, his links, like basically everything, he's not really going to help you out too much. Again, the other thing I would like to point out is that we're not looking at the global version of him. We're looking at the JP version of him, because we got, Physical 17 on here. We've got, what's another JP exclusive card? Where's Future Gohan at? Down here in S tier. Like, these are JP only cards. So we're looking at the JP version. Goku Black is just not that great. Attack 3,000 for every key sphere obtained. Like, is this fucker gonna hit a 1 million attack set, even rainbowed? I don't know. I don't know how many orbs it's gonna take him. It's gonna take a lot. His links actually aren't that bad. Fear and Faith, Big Bad Bosses, Nightmare, Dismal Future. Actually, Goku Black has very good links. Never mind. I'm gonna backtrack on that, but I don't know. I'm just not all the way there with base form Goku Black right now. I actually would like to see an improved base form Goku Black. I know that there is going to be a World Tournament Reward one, but like, let's be real here. World Tournament Reward cards do not blow, other cards away. Like, it's probably not going to be better than this physical base form Goku Black. But I would like to see another Dokkan Fest event. It's not really likely though. This Goku Black card, this was Dokkan's attempt to cash in on the Goku Black hype before like the big stuff happened. Like, if you guys remember, they brought out Goku Black. Literally the next Dokkan Fest was AGL Rose Goku Black and Physical Vegito Blue. So they sort of were able to kind of cash in on the hype with this card. He came out before Rose was even revealed, before that was even a thing. So that's kind of why he's in such a weird spot in kind of Dokkan history. Tech Beerus, I mean, here's the thing. Linked up with LR Beerus, Tech Beerus can hit like a 1.5 million attack set. So it's difficult for me to really say that he's shit, but I certainly would understand him being on the lower end of things. And then like SCR Perfect Cell is completely overshadowed by Tech Perfect Cell, so he's not great. Merge Zamasu is just kind of, again, he's kind of faded away. SCR Omega is very good, but I would say his abilities have kind of like faded a little bit as well. Just that lowering enemies' attack by 30% is maybe not as useful as it once was. Plus, he only has a 70% attack buff, not great. Spirit Bomb Sword Rage Trunks, also not great. And then Buhan, I mean, I feel like Buhan and Goku Black and maybe like Blue Kaioken Goku are pretty much like the bottom tier for Dokkan Fest exclusives. I don't really know that it matters too much, I guess. Like, really, these bottom three tiers, like what assortment you put units in. But I feel like, especially you talking about the JP version, that physical Goku Black really stands out as being completely irrelevant to me as of right now. Alright, so moving on to the S tier, we have Ultimate Gohan. I feel like he's probably in about the right spot. He's a good unit, but he does feel sort of underwhelming because he doesn't hit the hardest. He doesn't really defend the best. Sometimes he has a Janemba-like guard ability that will activate, but it's not consistent enough to rely on it. Gohan, he gets what? A 120% attack buff, and then he has a medium chance to activate that guard ability. I would trade like 40% attack just to make this a high chance to guard all attacks. In my opinion, that would make this Gohan a much better unit because he would be so strong defensively. Still giving, the defense 50% for super type allies is pretty good. Really, Gohan is like the worse in every way version of Physical Android 17, who recently has come out. Again, SCR Janemba is really good. Should SCR Janemba go up a tier? Nah, we'll leave him right there just because he's only on the movie boss category. Super Saiyan 3 Broly's able to hit hard, but his defense is really bad. Future Gohan is the most underwhelming Dokkan Fest unit they've released in a long time, so he is right where he belongs. I agree with that. Int Kid Buu hits very hard, but he has, key issues. No key links whatsoever. Does hurt him a lot. We'll see how Int Kid Buu does on this new transforming Super Buu team that should be coming any day now, really. Literally any day, we could get either a data download or a notice like in the news that the DOKKANFEST for Buu is coming. So be prepared for that, everyone. We should be getting real close. Same with Global. Any day now, I think Global probably should get news for Evolution Blue Vegeta. Alright, so we got EZA Broly here. Yeah, I do feel that this is maybe the right spot for him. Okay, now AGL Rose. Here's the thing. I actually would bump AGL Rose up. Here's my thinking with this. If you guys look, we have AGL Super Vegito and SS tier, Physical Super Vegito and SSS tier. Both of these units are still godly units. Like, Super Vegito, AGL is a timeless unit. This Rose card, I mean, I don't know if y'all have realized, he still hits ridiculously hard. AGL Rose is disgustingly good. 100% attack buff, and the 3 key to extreme type allies. And then, of course, the godly link set that he has. I mean, I'm going to be real. He's still very, very good. Like, if you don't have SCR Rose, you can easily just swap AGL Rose. Yeah, that zoom in as well. Well, yeah, maybe this will be a little better. AGL Rose, he's really good. Super 17, he's okay. He finally does have a category, the Android category, but, I mean, he's not even really that impressive on that category. He just got shafted for so long. Now he was released so long ago that there's just so many better units to run. Like, they really just disrespected the fuck out of Super 17. I would like to see them release a new Super 17 and have him be incredibly relevant on some category. We'll see what it could be, but I don't know. I feel as though Super 17 should have been on the Fusion Dance category. Like, you have all the fuckers from Dragon Ball Fusions on there. Why does Super 17... Like, he has Fuse Fighter. I don't understand why he was not on there. Merge Zamasu is a Potara Fusion. He has Fuse Fighter. He's on the Potara team. You know, Kefla's on the Potara team. Why is this Fusion character not on the Fusion category? I never understood that. That was very dumb. Tech Golden Frieza. See, here's the thing. I almost would say I really like Tech Golden Frieza nowadays. I really like him. He's just so useful. I think with how strong Cooler still is, who's up here in SS tier, and how strong the brand new Transforming Frieza is in SSS tier, this Frieza is just such a good defensive option. Super Battle Road, Extreme Z Awakening, Dokkan Battlefield, so useful in all of those places. How many categories exactly does he have? He is on Movie Boss team, Revived Warrior team, and Full Power team. All 3 of those teams he could be very viable on. I would actually bump Golden Frieza, Tech Golden Frieza up to SS tier. I feel as though he has aged incredibly well, and his link set, the category teams he's on, he still works phenomenally. Physical Vegito Blue probably should be bumped up as well. Physical Vegito Blue is supposed to be able to out-damage LR Vegito Blue, the SCR one, if he has 3 dupes in him. Again, I prefer LR Vegito Blue, really, over both Physical and Tech Vegito Blue, just because LR Vegito Blue does not have the same RNG element to him that the other 2 Vegito Blues do. But Physical Vegito Blue is still a good unit. He does reduce damage from normal attacks. He counters. He gets super 3 times. Well, actually 4 times. So he's a very strong unit. Tech Gotenks, you could maybe even bump him down, because if you get 12 key, he only does extreme damage. You have to get either 9, 10, or 11 key with him, or else you're going to get extreme, which is just not great. So even though he is on a lot of categories, he's not quite as useful as some other units, so I'm not really too big on him. In Blue Vegeta is still pretty useful on the future category, even though we now have AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta, but I mean, he's probably good right there. SCR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, I think, is probably good around here. He's a very good defensive unit, though. And then SCR Gogeta, yeah, probably around here is fine for him. Just by the way, if SCR Gogeta gets an EZA, look out, because he could be very impressive. Alright, moving on to the SS tier. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I feel like that's about the right spot for him. Angel Tech Goku, I agree. Angel Golden Frieza's fine. Jiren, this feels about the right spot for him. Same with Omega. I'm fine with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta there. AGL transforming Goku. I find that the 6 units in front of him, the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Omega, Jiren, Angel Golden Frieza, Angel Tech Goku, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, are all significantly more useful units than this transforming Goku. For me, the fact that he changes from a prepare for battle unit to an over and a flash unit within his first 2 transformations, I think really hurts him. I feel like maybe I'm disrespecting him by putting him into the S tier, but I am not really impressed with him. I hope that Super Buu will be a lot better than this Goku was. I don't know. I've not... He's a fine unit, but that... He's just... I don't know. It's... That Goku, he could have been better. He really could have. Because the Frieza's incredible in every way. But Goku, not really. Maybe so much. Physical Cooler, Monster. Tech Cell. All right. I feel like you could talk me into putting Tech Cell into the SSS tier. Maybe not. Let me take a look at Tech Cell again. It's just his EZA put him, as far as I'm concerned, as the best EZA unit in the game. Immense recovers 10% HP, 15% attack and defense for every key sphere obtained. He gets an extra key from Rainbow Key Spheres, which is very important because his key links aren't good. On the Revived Warrior team, he's okay. He's not the greatest. I don't know. His links aren't the best there, but he does have Revival, which is helpful for the Revived Warrior team. Full Power, I feel like there's not really an easy spot for him to slide into. But the Android category team, hello? This guy combined with LR Cell is, I think, one of the deadlier rotations you can create in the game. Both of the units heal. They are both defensive juggernauts, offensive juggernauts. Just an incredibly impressive rotation. And Tech Cell has some of the best stats in the game. 19k health, 18.5k attack, and 14k defense. Just truly impressive unit. His EZA made him so strong. Man, do I really want to bump him to SSS tier. I don't know. Maybe this is a good spot for him. And then the other EZA units, Super Saiyan 3 Goku became incredibly good. Full Power Frieza did not have as big a buff as some of the other EZA units, but still he did get better. EGL Super Vegito definitely deserving of being up here. And in Ultimate Gohan, I actually like a lot better than the SCR Ultimate Gohan, because in Ultimate Gohan can super every single time as long as he has 7 ki, making him incredibly useful. So I'm totally okay with him being above the SCR Ultimate Gohan. And really, if you could use him on the Hybrid Saiyan team, he would be so useful. The fact that he supers always is very helpful. So I do like him as a unit. Now moving on to the SSS tier. I don't think I need to spend too long talking about a lot of these units. I mean, these are all the best units in the game. UI Goku, incredible, and on several different category teams. Evolution Blue Vegeta, I believe, is now the unit, actually, that is on the most category teams in Dokkan. So Evolution Blue Vegeta becomes, I think, like if we did maybe like a top 5 most valuable units in Dokkan list, I think Evolution Blue Vegeta's got to be like top 3. I mean, you look at these category teams. Universal Survival Arc team, he's a optimal top tier option. You got to have him on there. Realm of Gods, same thing. Got to have him on there. Pure Saiyan team, he's the leader of the team. Full Power team, he's optimal on that team. Representatives Universe 7 team, he is a huge chunk of that. This man is so damn good. Evolution Blue Vegeta is an incredible unit. He puts out so much damage. The 120% attack buff, he gets 2 additional attacks that are always normal attacks, but they do add up a lot of damage, especially if you can get crits with those. So Blue Vegeta, once you get 2 dupes in him, give him full abilities, full crit, even those additional normals can be very deadly, and it's very common that he'll get a 4th additional. I just love this unit. He is so damn good. He's just so good. And then it's very easy for him to transform into Evolution Blue, where he gets attack and defense 130%. I mean, like Blue Vegeta and then 17, I so badly want to put them in Z tier, but I do think the two Fusion LRs are kind of deserve a tier of their own. Like, they're just so impactful and so good. But like 17 Blue Vegeta, they help the team, like so many different teams, so many different ways. Very good units. SCR Rose is of course a godly unit. Transforming Frieza is so damn good. I think in the discussion for one of the top TURs in the game. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is a really good unit. I've soured a bit on that Super Saiyan 3 team because they definitely need a stronger defensive option on that team. But, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is still a really good unit. Physical Super Vegito, fantastic unit. I mean, MVP 17. He has quietly snuck into, like, one of my favorite units in the game list. This 17 does so much. Between lowering attack and defense for enemies, he leads one of the best teams in the game. 120% attack buff. All allies get 3 key, 60% defense. He reduces damage by 40% when your HP is 77% or below. He has very useful links for all the teams he's on. Shocking Speed, Turn Up Power, Fierce Battle. He's very good on 3 different categories. 17 is just insane. Like, we were calling for this, screaming for this for months, that 17 deserved this type of card, and they really fucking came through. He is so good. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, y'all know what I think of him. He is that 70% chance to counter super attacks, godly. In Gogeta, still as good as ever. AGL Turles, amazing, best support unit in the game. Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I would actually argue he is an underrated card. People will say, oh, he's barely better than SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so he's worthless. Nah, that's wrong, because you could use them both on the same team. Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku does not replace SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like, they're 2 different named units. So he's not really a direct successor to the SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. They're both incredible. And then Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, still one of the top 10 hardest hitting units, even as a 120% leader. Very impressive. So there's kind of my thoughts on this listing. It is difficult to kind of really sort these units out onto these tiers just because there's so damn many. But I do feel as though, if I would do this list myself, I probably would change quite a bit about this, just from my experience with using all of the different category teams. Like, you know, some units like Tech Gold and Freeze are just much more useful than people realize, and then I'd say a unit like Tech Vegito Blue is overrated to hell, and just really not as good as he's cracked up to be. Too much RNG for my liking. But, alright guys, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Thanks for watching. Shout outs, of course, to the Dokkan subreddit and Prism Azure for the cool tier list. I appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all, everyone, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.